I've been thinking about shame lately. Like, not in a super deep way, but I've just been noticing it more. It's weird because shame does not show up how people usually describe it. It's not loud. It's not just like some voice yelling at you that you're not good enough. It's like quieter, like almost boring, almost like tedious. I don't know. College makes this really hard to ignore because, like, you're around all these people all the time, and most of it is just in my head. I mean, I'm walking to class, and like I'm sitting there in a lecture, not really paying attention, and I'm just scrolling on my phone, or even I'm taking notes. But it feels like everyone around me is moving with a purpose, like they already know what they're doing, like they're already prepared. But like, even when nothing is actually wrong, there's still like this pressure, like this beating of like you should probably be doing better than this. And I remember, like I said, I was sitting in lecture once and I was having a great day. I wasn't stressed. I wasn't failing. I wasn't panicking. I was just thinking like, why do I feel behind? And I just never had an answer. That feeling was just there constantly. And that's kind of like how shame works, I think. Or like, it's like how it works for me anyway. It's like this message that you pick up over time that says that you're not as good enough as you are. And like, I'm always trying to fix something. Even when I felt accepted or felt acceptable, and nobody has to say it directly to me. It's just like I just absorb it. Like, being around college kids, being around my peers, being around social media, being around comparisons, like it's just this constant hamster wheel of like, and it doesn't even make me hate myself right away. Shame doesn't. No, it's just a slightly ambiguous, uncomfortable feeling of being myself. It just downplays the good stuff. Like, you could be doing just fine. You could be showing up, handling things, and it just still doesn't feel right. Like, it doesn't feel like anything counts. It doesn't feel like anything's worth doing. Like, whatever I'm doing is average at best. Like, it's replaceable. And when you start to add things to yourself, especially in college, like, it just feels like everyone wants or just has like a better routine. Like, I start thinking like I need a better routine. Like, I need more discipline. Like, I need to have a cleaner image, a more put together personality. Like, I just gotta keep tweaking, just tweak a few things, and then I'll finally feel solid. But one day I hit a point. I hit this point where like everything looked fine on paper. My classes were great. My grades were straight. My schedule was nice. And instead of feeling calm and collected, I just felt this urge to just keep adjusting it. Fixing habits, fixing how I carried myself, fixing something, fixing how I talked, fixing how I walked. Like, there was always something to it. There was always something to fix. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just normal. Maybe but it didn't feel like motivation though. It felt heavier than that. And that's where it hit me. That I thought that it was discipline, right? I thought so. But it was really just shame disguising itself as discipline. It just was pretending. And this is where I think, because when improvement comes from shame, it's not satisfying. It's stressful as fuck. Like, you're not improving because you want to. You're improving because stopping feels wrong. And I can relate to this, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this with like when it comes to like weight loss. Like, shaming yourself into losing weight is not the same as losing it because of motivation or discipline. Shaming yourself and starving yourself is not the same, and it doesn't make you feel any better. because like I guess whenever you do eventually lose the weight, you may feel better, but the process is not pretty. But another thing shame does in college is that it messes with how you deal with people. You always feel like someone's over your shoulder looking at what you're doing. You always feel like you're living life in that third person view. And you don't want to look lost. You don't want to disappoint anyone. So you stay agreeable. You keep things super light. And you don't really say much when something's off. You got to get more time than you should. Like, it feels like you're always giving people more energy and more effort. And I never really noticed it right away. It just showed up as like being tired more than I should. Like, tired in a way that sleep doesn't really fix, because it's an everlasting issue. And it's so weird on how this spreads. Like, I joke about being behind. I joke about like, oh, my major's this, my grades are that, timelines. Oh, I'm 22. Oh, you're 18. Like, da 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 da. Like, I'll say things super casual, like kind of like half joking, and everyone just picks it up. Like, I'm not trying to hurt nobody, and I'm not trying to hurt myself, but it just happens. And I think the biggest shift for me was realizing that a lot of this was just a voice in my head, but it really wasn't even mine. It was just stuff I picked up over time. Expectations I never really agreed to, but if I still felt responsible for showing up for. Like, college teaches you that, like, if you're not constantly upgrading your life, you're wasting your time. And that's true sometimes. I don't know. It doesn't feel healthy when it never really turns off. And you don't really need to have everything figured out to belong here, even if it feels like everyone else does. And the pressure when things look fine doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're human in a place that doesn't really slow down enough to remind you of that. And the constant scrolling of reels and watching that everything that you do is wrong and there's nothing that you do that's right. Don't eat this, don't eat that. This is how you should look. This is what's bad. That constant, everlasting hamster wheel of despair and depression is not good for you. And just puts a more attached feeling with shame and culture. But anyway, that's just something that's been on my mind lately. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.